see, it's raining. And I've got a job ahead of me that I have not been looking forward to at all. So as you can see, I'm sitting on the roof of my RV in the rain, if I haven't mentioned that already. And let me clean that screen off there. And as you can see, the roof of my RV is absolutely embarrassingly disgusting. The good thing is, it's not really my fault because this hasn't been my RV for that long. It doesn't look like it's been maintained, and we do live in Florida, so apparently this is a very common thing. And this box here is because, as you can see, I'm covering that up until my new cover comes in, because the cover blew off, as you'll see in the bathroom episode. But this is what I'm going to tackle today. I'm going to clean this thing off. I'm going to do it right, and hopefully I'm going to do it right as I think I can do it. But here's what I've got going today. I've got this 30 seconds outdoor cleaner that I bought at Home Depot, a nice thick scrub brush that should get all this black junk up, and a sprayer, like a lawn sprayer. I've got these Mr. Clean magic erasers, which from what I've read online work really great with these black spots and trouble areas. I've got some other issues with this roof that I'm going to take care of, and should get to in this video that you're watching. It just depends on how long I get to work on this. This guy in my refrigerator roof vent is going to be replaced. I'm going to redo the die-core caulking around the skylight, and I may even replace this guy. The other one blew apart, and I'm worried this one's going to do the same thing. It's just the wrong time. So let's get this thing started. If you're doing this for your own RV, you're going to want to make sure you check what kind of roof you have. Ours is a fiberglass roof, but they also make rubber roofs and I guess even metal roofs, from what I understand. So this stuff will not work on a rubber roof. It could destroy it, so make sure you double check that first before you do anything that could really ruin your roof, because you don't want to ruin your roof. You want to maintain this thing, from what I understand, from what everybody says, twice a year you should be doing what I'm doing now. And it doesn't look like this has been done in a long time. So hopefully we will see a lot of improvement by the time I'm done with this today. And I actually don't mind the rain, just obviously be really careful, because you don't want to be helped off the roof of this thing with the rain. I don't feel like falling down. So be very, very careful. And then we'll finish this roof up. Let's see how she looks at the end of the day. I hope a lot better than this mess. I'm absolutely soaking wet here. So I'm planning on, what I'm doing is I take this mixture that I did of this 30-second spray, and I'm just going to give it a little coat. I'm not going to go too much at a time. I'm going to start in the front because you don't want to paint yourself into a corner. But just going to give that stuff a good little spray here. And let's hope she works. From what I read, you don't want this stuff on your to dry on the windows. So I'm glad I'm doing this in the rain. So I can see her starting to break up already, this black stuff. And then once I got that, I'm just going to let it sit for a couple of minutes, not too long. Just want to see if it works. Yeah, very nice. A little bit of scrubbing. You don't want to scrub too much. You don't want to ruin your roof, but it's bringing this stuff right up. That's good. That's good, good, good. Good to see that it actually works. You never know, right? At this rate, this doesn't look like it's going to be too bad to do. I mean, some of these spots are really black. Oh, and another word of advice, as you can tell by my fashion, you want to wear clothes that can't be ruined, because apparently that's a real deal with this stuff. So amazingly enough, look at the difference here. This was one scrub. This took 2 minutes and not a whole lot of elbow grease. And we've got a huge difference here. So let's get to the rest of this thing. There's one thing I'm doing here. This lip here obviously is really tough to get to, and the cover for the slide out as well. While I'm up here, I might as well give it a good clean. Just be careful. I don't know if the cleaner that I'm using is really supposed to be used for this, so I'm using a much softer brush for that part. But this little brush here gets in this crack and really gets it out, whereas the other one's a little harsher. You don't need much elbow grease. That big thick brush might even be a little bit of an overkill, but the long handle is absolutely essential. You don't want to do this on your hands and knees all day. But this little scrub brush here and a little bit of this 30-second stuff, I mean, it works really great. Done, and wow, what a difference. What a difference. This filthy, disgusting roof, and look down there at how squeaky clean that is. That's just insane. I can't believe how nice that is. So a little bit more to go, and then I'll be able to call it quits for this project, at least for now. As you can see, this skylight is absolutely disgusting. I don't know what they've got around there to seal that, but it's really bad. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is get rid of that. Obviously keep the skylight, but redo that. I've got to redo that one there as well. I'm not going to keep that, the old redneck skylight. Under here, this is really gross, so it's hard to get to, and I should probably use something different, but I'm just giving this a good solid coat of this stuff, and I'm just reaching in and scrubbing it as best I can. But you don't want to ignore this part, let it sit for a little bit. But be careful with these AC covers too. If it's anything like mine, they are fragile. I've taken these off once when I first bought this thing, and it almost broke into little pieces, and I just don't want to buy another one, so just be careful of them. So this area here is my little problem spot. As you can see, it's kind of pooling over here, and that's because this side wall is coming up. And that's the next big thing I've got to fix. I just noticed it starting to come up, and I have not maintained this roof at all since I bought it because I've been gutting everything else. So I'm gonna start working on this guy, but apparently it just takes a bead of caulk, and that holds it down after you tuck it in. But I'm assuming I'm gonna have to do this entire length of the roof. But this area here is kind of has a lip because of it, like a little hollow spot, and the water's pooling. But that's why. Big difference from what she used to look like. Much cleaner. White as snow. I'm loving how this looks now. It's been ugly for a long time, and now she's pretty again. So happy for that. Still have the ugly skylight on there, but oh shoot, I've got to walk all the way down there and get my sprayer and drag footprints. Dang it. But after a little hose down, and tomorrow hopefully I'll get some rain tonight, and that will rinse her off even better. And tomorrow I will get out here and replace that guy and that guy and see how that goes, and hopefully even the die core around that skylight.